Yeah. Tune in, vibe high, it's GPTV1. Live stream the trends, let the exploration run. Hip hop beats, we're on the scene. Catch the buzz, live your dream. Yeah, I said the end, vibe high, it's GPTV1. Live stream the trends, let the exploration run. Hip hop beats, we're on the scene. Catch the buzz, live your dream. Yeah, I don't feel straight apply. Or when I'm stand up for the stone, I live my life. Been Easter, it's when Easter, they still when I make it fast. But the schoolie's never bad for me, my dough is still for thighs on the horn. Niggas know they cute too, I keep out the gone. But let's get it, you know my me, you miss be up the shown. And when I see a niggas smile, you will stay up front. And if they got me, know then you know I did the con. You up the icon, I see the fact. This scene I'm busy, but I hate I wake, so what I pack. I keep a searing in the rain, then I smoke as crash. And if I get, I'll keep a far. I know some planet, yeah. Taking trash to the sky from my reason to living. All the flu on the plane that resenting he reeling. Dax kicking out of love, I might never be willing. You shall never know what you I can never forget. Tune in, vibe high, it's GPTV1. Live stream the trends, let the exploration run. Hip hop beats, we're on the scene. Catch the buzz, live your dream. Yeah, I 7 in, vibe high, it's GPTV1. Live stream the trends, let the exploration run. Hip hop beats, we're on the scene. Catch the buzz, live your dream. Yeah, you know by now it's on the line of people, but you never know this name, it's Kanana sequel. Stick your fresh, taking down, so decide the needle. Put down, stay the time to line like you want the Beatles. And if you hate when I like the brown, it's like your cam in the ground, tell the up and through the moves confused. And now I know what's up and noon, and that was all for you. Say you never lose, stakes is native hurricane. I was go, he's not a like a bagel, Drake your face. But I was thinking to his soul when y'all was by the cover. And now I rain, man, I ain't like the May whatever. I say blend flame mind, you gate, ain't no restriction. This nap so hard, go within and never missing. Convinced that you need love me now, but sure never tripping. It's the enemies of all, boy, yo, come and get tripping. Tune in, vibe high, it's GPTV1. Live stream the trends, let the exploration run. Hip hop beats, we're on the scene. Catch the buzz, live your dream. Yeah, I say the name, vibe high, it's GPTV1. Live stream the trends, let the exploration run. Hip hop beats, we're on the scene. Catch the buzz, live your dream.
That's right, live your dreams. I'm back with Monday's edition. This is GPTV1 live stream, unfiltered. I do this every Monday. I was doing it on Thursday, but I get kind of busy. So Thursday was just becoming a strain. And then I got other projects I'm working on. So I broke it down to just go on Monday and Wednesday. But this is the Monday edition. I want to welcome y'all. You step in the building. Please click the like button. Click that subscribe button. And share this live stream. I got a lot of stuff I'm going to unpack in this unfiltered live stream. Some of the things I will be talking about is the $40 million bounty that's been placed on Donald Trump, the president from Iran. And I'm going to talk about this other incident that happened up there, happened in Michigan at this McDonald's. And there's other chaos that was happening at this church down there. Apparently somebody got hurt and then the person went on to church. But we're going to look into all of that. But that's incredible that Iran allegedly or reportedly placed a $40 million bounty on Trump. That's probably typical for people that's coming from over in that area in the Middle East. This country's never really just been friendly with some of those countries over there. And Iran is one of them. They've been having that stuff going on with that country forever. Several other Middle Eastern countries. And anybody, they stand with Israel. So, but we're going to look into that bounty. So before we get to all of that, I want y'all to check out this public announcement. Welcome to the GP Inner Circle. What up, though, GP fam? I'm excited to announce that the GP membership is now officially active. This is your chance to step up and show your support in a way that truly matters. By joining the Inner Circle, you will unlock exclusive perks tailored just for the most dedicated supporters, because you deserve nothing less. But that's not all. The Super Chat feature is now live. giving you an even greater opportunity to engage with me and the community in real time. Your support fuels my passion and creativity, inspiring me to deliver the kind of fire content that only the GP fam deserves. So why wait? Join the GP membership today and be a part of something special. Let's elevate this community together, because when you thrive, we all thrive. Welcome to the inner circle. Your journey starts now. Much love. Make sure y'all get over there and check out the GP store. I got some new designs over there, catered to the podcast, GPTV1. Go over there and check that out. I got the membership going on. The super chat is going on. If you're feeling a little generous, you can send something to my Cash App. All of that keeps this channel thriving, and it motivates me to keep going. Keep giving y'all this fire content like I do. And I'm in such a good position when it comes to the channel right now, because I can explore different things. So check out my new playlist over there. It's covering the underbelly of wealth. I just dropped a video about luxury vehicles. It's a hot video, so you all go check that one out. But let's get to this story right here. So this bounty was put on Donald Trump. Interesting. It's very intriguing. But again, it shouldn't actually surprise anybody. Like literally. And that can be for any president for this country. You know, a lot of people be battling back and forth. I get a lot of political comments in the chat. And I do want to lay a disclaimer. This is not a political channel. So, but I do cover current events. I like to look at what's going on globally. So with this live stream, I look at a lot of things. And it doesn't matter. Like in this country, we battle back and forth, Republican, Democrat. But people like this, they don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. They just don't like no U.S. president. That's for real. If you go back and look at the history of this, I'm a historical person, so I like to look at history. Let's just keep it 1,000. Even on this channel, I got current stuff that's going on today. But I got videos of stuff happening back in the 1920s, you know. So I do look at history, but it was a point in time where it was back in the 70s, when they was beefing with Carter. He was a Democrat. And in fact, that's what cost them that election, because these people had took a bunch of hostages back then. But y'all can go back and do all the research on that. But this been going on forever, this country. They'll never get along. Let's just keep it 1,000. But I'm gonna go to this video right here. Let's check out a news clip about this bounty on the president's head. Let's go there. Again, thank you for joining me. They got a commercial going on right now, so let's move past this commercial.
Able to build anything, for any reason, in any style, at any scale.
Max Lesser is senior analyst for emerging threats at the Foundation for... All of this coming as a fatwa, or religious decree from Iranian officials, is calling for the assassination of President Trump, and they claim to have created an online fund worth an estimated $40 million. Max Lesser is senior analyst for emerging...
Yeah, those radical people, they're going to donate to that for sure.
Threats at the Foundation for Defense of Democracy.
People like this, they have fundraisers, and these sympathizers, they will contribute.
He's been looking into all of this and does join us now live to discuss it a little bit further. First off, Max, thank you so much for being here with us. Can you kind of explain the situation here overall as a whole, what we're being told and maybe what we don't know just yet?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Josh. So there have been a lot of threats issued recently by members of the Iranian government, Shiite clerics against Trump, or just against Americans more broadly. And what I would say is that Iran has been trying to assassinate President Trump for years. And now it's all out in the open.
For years, huh? Like I said, some of this stuff really shouldn't surprise people, especially coming from over there.
And what I've been looking at with my team at FDD is a particular website that is seeking or allegedly claiming to crowdfund a bounty for Donald Trump's assassination, saying, look, if you carry out this deed, we will—
This is serious business—
compensate you with this money. They claim to have raised millions and millions of dollars. The most recent figure was over $40 million. We have no idea if this is a legitimate number or not, but it's a clear effort to try to mobilize and motivate—
all allegedly—
any sympathetic audience to carry out an act of violence against President Trump.
What first brought the site there to your attention? And I'll be honest, I can't really pronounce the name of it. I don't know if you can, but what made it kind of stand out to you as a potential threat?
Yeah, so the website actually takes its name for the Arabic word for revenge. And a lot of time what I have—
You can't pronounce it either, huh?
My team do, we monitor for malicious Iranian activity. And a lot of times what that looks like, to be quite honest, is just doom scrolling. People are probably familiar with that term, just doom scrolling on social media, scrolling and searching and looking for these little needles in the haystack. And so one of my remarkable interns actually came across this website and flagged it to me very early on, back on July 8th. And what I immediately wanted to do, we saw it was clearly an Iranian website. It had a .ir
How much money did it accumulate when you found it early on?
domain name, which shows that it was created in Iran. And what we wanted to do was to go in and actually see, well, who actually created this website? Was this potentially an Iranian government effort? Was this just a vigilante effort? And when we looked at it, we actually uncovered the identity of a man who was involved in the creation of the website, which I'm happy to chat more about. And that man actually has historical ties to the Iranian state broadcasting
Where's this guy?
group. So we actually were able to identify the man, one of the men behind this website, and reveal his identity.
I do want to talk more about that, of course. So tell me what you learned
You live in Iran or what?
about this guy.
Yeah, so the man, again, as I mentioned before, he previously, or at one point, worked for the Iranian state broadcaster. So that's a clear tie to an Iranian government.
That sounds like some vigilante type stuff. But stuff like that can sound good to sympathizers. These sympathizers eat that up, whether the government came out with that or not. And you know they're going to try to make some type of connection between the state and this individual. They stated in that little clip right there that he used to work for the Iranian broadcasting. That's like working for the state. So they get people like him to put out propaganda. But right now, all this stuff is just allegedly. And in my opinion, based upon that news clip right there, it sounds like some type of vigilante or something like that. But we're going to continue to look closely at that particular story. Let's move on. Go up here to East Point, Michigan, which is right outside of Detroit. This happened on 9 Mile. And to let the audience know that 9 Mile is not Detroit. Once you cross over 8 Mile, you're no longer in Detroit. So East Point is right outside of Detroit. And this is the woman, the victim right here, Jennifer Harris. And I want to send a condolences to her family. And rest in peace to her. And this is a tragic situation. And things can get out of hand while you're at work. You know, people come to work with all these issues, and sometimes you can clash, and personalities clash, and sometimes people can't take that you got power. I was a manager once upon a time, and I ended up quitting that job. You know, they give you some perks that go along with that. You get to be in charge of a lot of stuff, but when you're trying to manage people, like the day one when they name me as this manager, like everybody just had this attitude with, like, you can see the look on their face just get all frowned up. So some people can't take leadership, or you being in charge of them, or you being a manager of them. And on any job, you got protocol you got to follow. I mean, you just can't go on a job and do what you want to do. You got to do what these people tell you to do. Especially when you're coming from the hood and all that type of stuff. You used to the freedom and bravado of the hood. When you go to that job, you got to sort of tone all that stuff down, like literally, or you just going to consistently lose jobs. And in some cases, these managers, they come to work with their mess too. They come to mess with their work too, with their mess. They had issues going on. They bring all that stuff to work, and some people be power struck. I've dealt with that on jobs. I dealt with supervisors and managers and clashing with them and arguing with them. And I've had arguments with supervisors and co-workers and all kind of stuff, you know. Sometimes it'll make you really angry and you want to go up there and fight somebody or something. But at least in my case, I had other people I was cool with on the job. I still talk to people now I used to work with. And shouts out to my guy, Mac Tip. That's where I met him at on the job. But you know, I had people that was cool with me. They sort of calm you down and calm things down. They sort of don't let it get all out of control. Well, I've been through those situations with managers and supervisors, and I also been on the other end where I was the manager and people was giving me a hard time. Like I was getting so stressed out about that, I actually quit the job. When I got that manager's position, I was happy, like, wow, you know, it was sort of out of the blue, you know. So I said, yeah, I'll do it. But the way they introduced me as that manager, like other people just got mean, you know, you just see it in their face. They just straight start frowning up. So it could be give or take. But this is the woman who actually committed the act right here, and she looked like a lunatic. She looked like she ain't wrapped too tight. But all this stuff happened at a McDonald's, and a lot of people may look at that as like a stepping stone type of job. Job is for younger people, but you know, there's a lot of older people working these McDonald's and Burger Kings and all the fast food restaurants, especially during the daytime. You may see a lot of those teenagers when they get out of school and all the giggling and all that stuff. But it's a lot of older people working these fast food restaurants. They be in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, you know. That's a fact. But this lady right here look like she not wrapped too tight. She the one committed this act. And she got an Instagram. I'm not gonna go to her Instagram. She's actually talking about working at this McDonald's. She made videos about it, complaining that the manager is a bully, this, that, and the third. She even say she coming to work late and all this type of stuff. So she felt like the manager was messing with her money, but most managers do that. Like if you don't do right at work, you know, they're gonna cut into your check. And apparently she had already been sent home. I think she had some other stabbing type case. I want to go to this news clip and check out what they were talking about with this story. So let me share my screen and check out the news clips. Y'all stay tuned, fam. Y'all stay tuned. Let me share my screen. If you're checking out the replay, click that like button and share this live stream. Check out the news report.
Is important to us. Please wait indefinitely.
With Monday.com's intuitive work management.
Loved ones of the single mother and McDonald's manager who was stabbed to death while on the job returned to the scene of the crime this time they're honoring her life. Good
Yes.
evening. I'm Brandon Hudson.
And I'm Taryn Asher. It happened last week at the East Point McDonald's. Her co-worker accused of killing her, leaving the community devastated. Fox News' Camila Mary joining us now live from this vigil. And wow, we see all the people behind you. It left a lot of people just truly asking a lot of questions, Camille.
Yeah, an absolutely horrible story we've been covering since the very beginning. And yes, as you can see,
rest in peace.
A lot of people here getting ready to honor her and pay tribute to Jennifer Harris, 39 years old, single mother of 6, loved by so many, a manager here for 15 years here at this McDonald's. I want you to take a look at her picture and some
15 years, that's a career. Shouts out to you.
Video from what happened on Thursday, and let's talk about that. I'm sure many of our viewers remember this happened on Thursday morning. She got into a sort of altercation.
So this woman been working here for 15 years. That look like they may be her daughter or something. But she's been working here for 15 years. She knows how this place works.
With one of the employees, according to police, she sent that employee home because that employee was not doing their performed duties. This is all according to sworn testimony from a detective in court on Friday. So that employee leaves and comes back about 5 minutes later and allegedly stabs Jennifer Harris several times in the drive-through area inside. Somebody witnesses it. They are a CPL holder, and they've actually pulled up waiting for their food. They shot a gun into the air to try to stop everything, but it was too late. And then they actually held the suspect in custody at gunpoint until police were able to get there.
So this was a citizen's arrest. Somebody was in the drive-through that was witnessing this stabbing going down. And the girl tried to run away, so they ended up catching her, like they said, held at gunpoint.
Obviously, this is so devastating for so many people. We got a chance to talk to family members last week when this first happened. And I want you to listen to some of this emotional sound from one of Jennifer Harris's oldest children. She is Antonio Griffin. Take a listen.
My mama was a good person. She was the best mom anybody could ever ask for. She woke up every day and went to work for us. My mama died trying to take care of us. She was so good to everybody. A hard-working woman.
That's the sad stuff right there.
So kind. If anybody needed help, she would give you her last. Give you the shirt off her back.
So here we are. This vigil is about to start at any moment. You can hear them announcing we're going to be out here, of course, covering this entire thing and bring you the latest coming up tonight at 6.
They said McDonald's, the owner of this particular McDonald's, is paying for the funeral, which is a good thing. And also they're letting them have this visual at that McDonald's, because you don't see a lot of people doing that. They just keep head on with the business. You know, they're going to have to pick their business back up sooner or later, but it's good that they let them have this visual. But this woman right here is responsible for all of this. She got hit with a $25 million bond. And we're going to go to some of this article right here. Instead of me reading this, I'm going to let the internet read it. So let me share this screen with this article and read more into this $25 million bond. Such a tragic. Okay, let me see how this goes. Read aloud, yeah. There we go here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, That's just a link right there. Okay. Stop that. So let me stop that. So that's a news report, and this is coming from them live. So I take that as a credible news source. Her bond's been set at $25 million. So they're trying to make sure she don't get out of there, and they should set her bond high. This girl looked like she not wrapped too tight, and she had some other charge or something that had something to do with a stabbing. And that was one of her name is something else, but she changed it to Muhammad. But like I said, she got Instagram videos and stuff out there. Y'all can go find that stuff and check it out yourself. But yeah, that's what's going on up there in East Point. Right now, fam, take a little break. Give me something cool to drink. Y'all can grab y'all a snack. Stepping in the building for the first time, click this like button. Click the subscribe button. You listen to the replay. Why don't you share this video? Right now, fam, I'll be right back. Let me grab me something to drink. Okay, fam, I'm back. Grab me something cold to drink. Hope you got you something cold to drink. Grab your snack. So far, we have covered the $40 million bounty that's been placed on Trump by Iran. And it just seemed like one of those provocateurs doing that, vigilante. But we'll see. And talked about that incident that happened to that McDonald's up there in East Point, Michigan. That was a super tragic right there. But we're going to take it to Kentucky on this one. Another situation going on down there. Super crazy, for sure. Wild and chaotic. I'm going to go to the news report on that one. Let me share my screen. Let's check out the news report. All right, Lexington, Kentucky is where this incident happened. And this just hit me across my notifications on my phone. This is GPTVONE live stream, Monday edition. Catch me on Wednesday. Okay, let me get some sound.
Sometimes
2 women are dead after senseless violence in Lexington, Kentucky.
Sometimes things happen. We just don't have a reason why.
Police say the bloodshed began late Sunday morning after a traffic stop when the suspect shot a state trooper. The suspect fled the scene, carjacked a vehicle, and drove about...
Ain't know all this happened. So this person shot a state trooper, then performed a carjacking.
9 miles to Richmond Road Baptist Church. Police say he may have had a connection to some people there.
The suspect fired his weapon at individuals on church property.
72-year-old Beverly Gum and
so he shot these people.
32-year-old Christina Combs were shot and killed. The gunman shot and wounded 2 men, including one left critically hurt.
The majority of the individuals that attend the church there are related biologically some way or another, if not They've been friends for many, many years.
The suspect was killed in a shootout with police. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear posting, "Violence like this has no place in our Commonwealth or country."
So he got into a shootout with these people.
Please join Brittany and me as we pray for the families of those lost.
What type of stuff he was on?
Each one a child of God, gone too soon. The state trooper who was shot is stable this morning. We're told the suspect's girlfriend had secured.
Gotta be everywhere. He be on all kind of stories. Good reporter.
Orders of protection against him.
Man, that's a lot going on there. I wonder what was his malfunction? What type of stuff he was on? This guy done plumb lost his mind. So apparently he shot a state trooper. Then he carjacked somebody. Then he drove to that church and shot 2 people over there and got into it. He wounded 2 other people as well. And then he got into a shootout with the state troopers and they end up unaliving him. What type of stuff he was on? And you know, when all this stuff come out, this just recently happened. So you gotta give it time for them to do some investigations. I'm sure they're gonna do a search warrant on his house and all that type of stuff and see what type of stuff he was on. Is you having psychological problems or what? What's going on there? But anyway, it's been big fun. It's been a blast. I want to just say I love you guys for sure. Thank you for supporting Gangsta's Paradise TV1, GPTV1. I will catch y'all on Wednesday. Y'all stay blessed out there. Stay safe.